What is going on? Let's talk some NBA Finals. The Toronto Raptors and the Golden State Warriors. I'll be honest with you. From an entertainment standpoint, I like the storyline. There could be a lot worse out there. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed with what the Toronto Raptors did. I've fallen into a trap. That's what happened. I fell into a trap. And I thought the Bucks could win the Eastern Conference Finals. But there's a rule that I normally always stand by when it comes to the NBA. Superstars win. Superstars, the team who has the superstar, normally wins in the NBA. So, why did I think the Bucks would win? Now, granted, I think the Bucks fell apart completely. The Raptors took advantage of that, but the Bucks fell apart. Giannis is still experiencing things like this, but the more established player, Kawhi Leonard, yeah, he did amazing offensively and defensively and was just a different type of robot, if you will. Now, granted, I'm still not ready to say that superstar can take on something like the Golden State Warriors yet, because I always stated this. Until I see it, I won't believe it. Because this Warriors team just doesn't make sense. So until I see a team beat them, I can't say it'll happen. I'm interested, though. Kawhi's a different type of beast. LeBron couldn't take him down. But also LeBron with the Cavaliers last year, does that count? Does that count with that type of role players that he had? He took him down once with that 3-1 series, yeah. So it is possible. It is possible for one grown superstar to take him down. But everyone's talking about Kawhi being the best player on the planet right now. And with all due respect, go back and watch what LeBron did with that Cleveland Cavaliers team compared to what Kawhi Leonard's doing now. What Kawhi's doing now was awesome. It doesn't even touch LeBron's, 38, 9, and 9 that he averaged throughout? Stop. It's not even close. But I'm interested, and the Raptors get home court advantage. They start this off in Toronto, in Jurassic Park, which could be a difference maker. The thing is, though, outside of Kawhi Leonard, they don't have the same group as, obviously, Steph, Clay, Draymond Green, and if Kevin Durant comes back. The supporting casts are different. Absolutely. It should be entertaining, though. From an outsider's perspective, just watching for entertainment purposes, how can you not enjoy Kawhi Leonard? What is he? Who is he? Is he human? I mean, the personality is insane. I always think from a teammate perspective. What's he like? What's he like in the locker room? In practice? Is he a normal dude? Can you dap him up, share a laugh with him? Or is this guy just a robot the entire time? It's pretty funny to think about, but in all honesty, will he be able to take this jump with the Raptors and win a championship? I can't sit here and tell you it's impossible, but until I see the Warriors go down, I just won't believe it. I won't believe it. Their star power is too ridiculous. What Steph Curry is doing right now without Kevin Durant is mind-blowing. Klay Thompson stepping up. Draymond Green's playing with the most passion I feel like I've ever seen him play with. And you don't think he's going to maybe give Kawhi Leonard a tough time, an emotional time, get into his grill, be the annoying pest that he is? Yeah, I would assume that's a possibility. And who knows what happens when Kevin Durant comes back, if he comes back. I don't know too much in depth right now with this injury that he has. But I can't imagine him staying out of the NBA Finals for the entire time. The Drake thing. The Drake thing to me is awesome. That's part of the NBA experience. That's part of what is awesome about the NBA. How close the fans can be to the court. And yeah, touching the coaches, is that a little extreme? Yeah, maybe. But the hype, the crowd, the cheering, the chirping. When Reggie Miller and Spike Lee did it, and the basketball player ended up winning the battle, it's all cool and dandy because, oh man, don't be talking smack. But if the guy on the sidelines ends up winning the battle, well, now it's too much. Drake's just a passionate fan just like I am. You don't think if I had season tickets right there, I'd be doing the same thing, getting all fired up, hype? I see nothing wrong with it. That's part of being in the NBA playoffs. That's part of having to go into Toronto. You're going to have to deal with Drake. I think it's totally acceptable. I actually love it. I find it very awesome, to be completely honest with you. It starts on Thursday night. And I like the fact that it's starting in Toronto. Because say it starts in Golden State and it's 2-0 Golden State after 2. Does the storyline die down a little bit? This adds more to it. You're going to have to go into Toronto and win one. Well, if they go to Toronto for the first 2 games and it comes out a split 1-1, there's a little bit more intriguing stories going on. Like I said, is it impossible for the Toronto Raptors to win? No. They're going to have outstanding play out of Van Vliet again, and they're going to have Danny Green step up, Pascal Siakam have moments. They're going to need more players to step up. It can't just be the Kawhi Leonard show. And I will say this. You know why Fred Van Vliet had a great series, a great ending to the series compared to, say, with the Sixers? It's a big difference what that Bucks team has defensively with length than the Sixers. Even Powell had chances to come off the bench and create spark. Well, why do you think that was? The length was so much different from the 76ers and the Milwaukee Bucks. And even the Raptors coaching staff said that. There's a difference. The Sixers' length caused a huge issue, and the Bucks didn't have that. So with the Warriors, maybe they get some more play out of their role players and more play out of their bench guys. They're going to need it. Because this Warriors team is a different type of juggernaut. I want to see Robot Kawhi try and take this thing over and see what he can do. Huge risk for the Raptors, though, coming into this season. And it's hard to say it didn't pay off regardless on if they beat the biggest juggernaut in NBA sports history almost. They trade DeMar DeRozan. They get Kawhi Leonard on a 1-year deal. No one knows how he's going to play because of the fact that the San Antonio Spurs situation happened where he wasn't playing. And here he brings them to the first NBA Finals. Really? The first NBA Finals in history. Crazy. And for these, this is one thing that confuses me with Toronto Raptors fans. It's a whole country thing, right? So the Toronto Maple Leafs is their thing. Everyone loves the Toronto Maple Leafs. But if you're from Calgary, if you're from Edmonton, if you're from Vancouver, you like the Canucks, you like the Oilers, you like the Flames, but you despise the Toronto Maple Leafs. You despise them. But you love the Raptors. And this is just always interesting to me because why would you like the same team, the same fan base? You're rooting for the same fan base, and you hate the Maple Leafs based off of the fan base. That's like me saying, well, I love the Sixers, I love the Phillies, I love the Flyers, but say there were no Eagles, and I'm a Steelers fan. Well, now I'm rooting for Pittsburgh, but they're Penguins fans too? Like, it doesn't make sense. It never made sense to me. But I get it, because it's the only team in Canada. But you're rooting for the same fans that you despise for when it comes to hockey. We'll see how it all plays out, though. Down below, I want to know who you think is going to win this series. Now, obviously, the easy answer is going to be the Golden State Warriors, right? They're heavy favorites. And I wonder if the experience is going to be the difference. Some of these guys on Toronto, all right, they're experiencing this for the first time outside of Kawhi Leonard. But Kawhi can only get you so much in a series like this. This is now the NBA Finals when you're going up against Golden State. There's no way Kawhi is going to take 4 games from them. They're going to need a big step up from, I don't know if it's going to be Kyle Lowry, who's been playing better than he has the rest of his career in the playoffs. There's no denying that. He has had a better run this year than he's ever had in his career, whether it's Siakam, whether it's Danny Green, Fred Van Vliet. I mean, or players, and there's going to be different players every single night, are going to have to step up and help Kawhi. It's not just going to be the Kawhi game. But is that possible? Is this Warriors team too much of a juggernaut? Man, is it going to be interesting if the Raptors take game 1, right? It's gonna. I don't care who wins. I really don't. I have no hatred towards the Raptors. I have no love towards the Warriors. For me, at this point, it's just sit back, put your feet up, relax, and just enjoy the sport of basketball. And I'm pumped because I have a bachelor party this weekend coming up. And I thought, no, I'm going to miss the NBA Finals. I'm going to miss a game. But the first game's Thursday, and the next game is Sunday night, and I'll be leaving the bachelor party Sunday. So I will be home for the Sunday night game. That's huge. I love the NBA Finals. I really do. It's awesome to me. Absolutely awesome. So let me know who you think is going to win down below. I'm very interested. I'm intrigued. I'm pumped. I think these are great storylines, without a doubt. There's some juice behind it. Kawhi Leonard's back in it. Let's see what the robot can do against the juggernaut squad. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you next time.